So good day everyone, my name is Shalamain P. Villanova and I am the representative in our group. So our research title is Use of Social Media and Student Engagement During COVID-19 Pandemic. So rationale, the shift toward virtual and hybrid learning can be challenging, especially around student engagement, Spencer 2020. Not all students have the capacity to benefit from these learning environments, while others are simply struggling to keep up their education and to stay motivated and engaged. UNESCO 2020. During the COVID-19 pandemic, social media platforms play an important role in dissemination of information. Social media has grown in popularity and usefulness, and it is now one of the most significant communication tools among students. Social media plays an important role in every student's life, and the use of social media in academically focused ways has been linked to students' engagement. Khan and Ansari 2020. In study of Ivala and Gichago 2012 that social media has a positive impact on the engagement of students. Research objective. The study aims to determine which domain of the use of social media significantly influenced students' engagement during COVID-19 pandemic. Specifically, the study seeks to answer the following objective. Number 1, to describe the level of the use of social media in terms of communication, educational tool, and dissemination. Number 2, to describe the level of student engagement during COVID-19 pandemic in terms of behavioral engagement, cognitive engagement, and emotional engagement. Number 3, to determine the significant relationship between the use of social media and student engagement during COVID-19 pandemic. Number 4, to determine which domain in the use of social media significantly influences student engagement during COVID-19 pandemic. Theoretical framework. This theory of dialogic communication provides a useful framework for understanding how a teacher and students build and maintain their online social relationships. The theory provides the importance of student engagement prior to the school entry in the setting that develops their skills, attitudes, and behaviors. Through exploration and connectedness, build up their learning process by the use of technologies in the new pedagogies model, which helps the student to discover and master their knowledge that lead to their own learning outcomes and develop a lifelong learning citizen. Hewland and Langworthy 2014. This theory was applied to the development of Check and Connect of Christensen and Richley 2010 that promotes the student's success and engagement at school with learning through relationships and using systematic data to design personalized Connect interventions. Conceptual framework. Independent variables, use of social media, communication, educational tool, and dissemination. Dependent variable, student engagement, behavioral engagement, cognitive engagement, emotional engagement. Significance of the study. The following will benefit the study: CHED, administrator, teachers, parents, students, future researchers. Research design. The study will be used in a non-experimental quantitative research design. Population and sample. The study respondents were 100 education students, all first-year students. Research instrument. The research instrument utilized by the researchers in the gathering of data were adapted from study of Gupta and Basher 2016 and Delfino 2019. The first instrument will be used to measure the use of social media. On the other hand, the second instrument will be used to measure the level of student engagement. Statistical tools. The following statistical tools will be used in the analysis of data: mean, standard deviation, person R, linear regression analysis. So this is our research and discussion table 1, level of use of social media. And our table 2, level of student engagement during COVID-19 pandemic. And the table 3, significance of the relationship between use of social media and student engagement during COVID-19 pandemic. And the table 4, significance of the influence of use of social media and student engagement during COVID-19 pandemic. So conclusion, this level of use of social media is found to be at very high level. This means that the use of social media of this current study are always practiced. Furthermore, this very high level mean was derived from the three domains, namely communication, educational tool, and dissemination, which obtain at a very high level of scores. The level of respondents, students' engagement during COVID-19 pandemic is found to be at a high level. This result means that the student engagement is oftentimes manifested. This result was obtained from the gathered mean scores of three indicators, namely behavioral engagement, cognitive engagement, and emotional, which obtained at a high level of mean score. There is a low or weak significance between the use of social media and student engagement during COVID-19 pandemic. This result is based from the obtained p-value, which is lower than the level of significance. Therefore, the result of the present study reject the null hypothesis set earlier in the introduced part of the paper. The study engagement during COVID-19 pandemic is significantly influenced by use of social media. Furthermore, communication, educational tool, and dissemination are the three domains of the use of social media that significantly influence their cognitive engagement in the virtual classroom. However, looking at the beta value of these domains, communication obtains the highest. Therefore, the domain of use of social media that significantly influences student engagement during COVID-19 pandemic is communication. Recommendation: administrators may help their faculty and students create a positive learning environment, ensure that teachers engage their students on the positive side of social media, and keep students engaged to have positive learning outcomes. Emotional engagement obtains the lowest mean score, with the student may collaborate with faculty members in activities other than course work. Students may work and collaborate with their students in a project during class, and students may feel confident in their ability to learn and perform well in this subject. Teachers may provide feedback on emotional engagement, give research projects to the students with proper guidance, and motivate them to participate and engage in any activity. Teacher may encourage students to use observer dissemination in their studies. In their respective classes, teachers may engage students by dissemination trustworthy information. Furthermore, future researcher may investigate another variables that could significantly influence the student engagement. Future researchers may consider using the other variables such as accessibility to online platforms, student readiness to online learning, and many other variables that may correlate and or influence student engagement. So this is our downloaded questionnaires and our references.